And good morning to everyone. I see Seth is in the house talking Tesla already. This is going to be a lot to get into today. I have so much news to get into, so let's do it now. All right. Good morning, guys. Let's get into some stuff today. So, of course, the big news of the day is Tesla. I have a lot to say about it. A lot of you are going to hate it. A lot of you are going to love it. A lot of you are going to agree with it, but I'm going to say it. Let's see. First of all, somebody just made a comment about Super Dave. He read that Intel's CEO is trying to win back Apple, and his response is why. My response is also why. Now, I understand why they're doing it from a perspective of we want to make great chips so we can win back Apple. Totally understand that. We had a big conversation about this in the Bid and Ask Nation yesterday. To me, Apple's going to be self-sufficient. They always do become self-sufficient. And hey, good for Intel. I love what Intel's doing. We talked about it last week. We don't need to talk about it again, but let's get into some news. I have a lot of stories today. I am going to hit Tesla in a few minutes, but I want to build up some other things first. So first I want to talk about oil. I've been saying this it's been about a month now, over a month, and oil has been ripping. I told you guys catch these on swing trades. I definitely did. I caught BP. That was a good one. I'm still riding that thing. Chevron, Exxon is another one. So these things are looking really good right now. They're Western world. The biggest companies have generated more cash at any time seen since the Great Depression. I will tell you, I spent $102.50 filling up my SUV the other day. Over the weekend, I spent just under $200 filling up both my cars. So gas prices are cray. The five super majors, Royal Dutch, Exxon, Chevron, BP, I don't know. I can't think of the other ones off the top of my head. Anyways, Shell's going to report on Thursday and report about $29 billion in free cash in the third quarter. That's a lot of damn money. Strong demand for crude, surging prices in chemicals and gas. BP and Shell have already cut their dividends. They're talking about buying back shares. So a lot of these companies are doing the right things. Exxon has also said that they're thinking about trimming shares. So I think that's all I got. Brent crude is at almost $74 a barrel. So I do think that's going to get closer to $100 a barrel soon enough. Let's do One more story. Allbirds. I don't know if you guys know this, but literally my friend texted me last night and he goes, "Did you see Allbirds is going public?" So I bought a pair of their shoes back in 2018. This is back when I was living in New Jersey. They make shoes basically made out of garbage. So they're comfortable. They're very comfortable shoes. So if you want shoes made out of garbage, get your oven mitts ready because here it comes. I think they're going public at a valuation of $2 billion or some such thing. So, all right, let's talk about Tesla. So Hertz made an order for 100,000 vehicles, the majority of them Model 3s, at no discount, according to Elon Musk from his Twitter account. Who, oh, by the way, does anybody happen to know the market cap of Ford? If you don't, let me help you out for a hot second here. F. Market cap, $63 billion. Elon Musk yesterday made $36 billion on his personal account. So he basically made over half of what Ford is worth in a day. So they passed the $1 trillion market cap. They went up like 12% yesterday or something. Hertz also went up. They are going to be electrifying their fleet. So if you don't know this, Hertz was in bankruptcy 4 months ago. They filed for bankruptcy during the pandemic because nobody was renting cars and they were already in bad shape. So here's another thing we need to look at. Everybody's getting all excited. Get excited all you want, guys. There's a difference between talking and ordering cars and being realistic. Let's go here. Hertz. Where are we at? Okay, so debt. Total assets, $16.9 billion. Total liabilities, $16.82 billion. Let's go to the cash flow statement. Net income, lost 1.7, lost 50, lost 227, made some money here, lost 4. Okay, let's go to cash. Let's see how much cash they have. 953 million. Subtract that. 4.6 billion. I mean, just look at, they don't have cash. Let's go to their share dilution. They came back, they bought a ton of shares back, and then they ramped it right back up. So this company, if you think that they can go out and securely buy $4 billion of Tesla vehicles, have fun believing that. But talk is cheap. There's a lot of things that they can say about going and doing whatever the hell they're doing. I'm just not buying it. I think this is a gross overreaction, as usual. I think that you Tesla dorks are just dumb. Seth made an argument yesterday. He said, can this just keep going up and at some point it becomes overrated? And then he made the comparison to sports. And it was a good argument. And then I countered it. But what he said was, who's the quarterback? Jim something from back in the day. I don't really know sports people. Some quarterback back in the day, in the 80s. He made $7 million over a 5-year contract. That is nothing compared to what's being out there today. But the thing is, sports is one industry that has not gone down in value yet. Key question, yet. Because you can bet if those valuations of sports teams start coming down, the players are going to be paid a hell of a lot less. That's just how it goes. Noah, you're an idiot. Stop hating on Tesla. I am buying a Tesla. My girlfriend has a Tesla. My 2 best friends have Teslas. Everybody in my family has a Tesla. It's not a hate on the company. So stick it you know where. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the valuation of the company. There's no other EV I would go buy. They're a phenomenal company. I'm going and spending $85,000 on a car that I've never seen in my life. Who goes and drops $85,000? I have that much trust in the company and that I'm just going to go and do that. It has nothing to do with hate. So if that's what you Tesla people think, is that we're hating on the actual company, that just shows how ignorant you are. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with valuation. And if you can't separate valuation from company, then that's your problem. That just shows your lack of intelligence. And if you're invested in this, yes, you do have a lack of intelligence. So anyways, let's move on. Facebook Facebook shares rise as investors focus on earnings beat and look past whistleblower documents. So Facebook has, oh, by the way, for you Tesla people, there you go. Facebook shares rise as investors focus on earnings. So Facebook has a long way to go ahead. They have a long way to go, and it has to come over to what's happening with iOS and the privacy issues. It looks like Apple's trying to become the renegade of privacy, and everybody else is lagging. That's really what it comes down to. Facebook can do all the privacy they want, but it's going to come down to they are going to lag. So anyways, let's look at what they did. The Facebook said that it's adding $50 billion to its stock buyback program, which is great. Revenue. They came in pretty good with revenue. Daily active users, same number as the month before. Monthly active users dropped a little bit, not surprised. Everything is looking really good with Facebook. So can somebody please, in a very short way, explain to me in the comments what a reel is? I don't understand. I know what TikTok is, but I don't understand what a reel is. And they really want to grow this reel feature. I don't really know what that means. So somebody please let me know what a reel is. And also, I will wait for the boomer comments. I don't have any Facebook, so let's see. Reel has the potential to be something that we can scale. The number of users, teenage users in the app has declined by 13% since 2019, a projected drop of 45% over the next 2 years. The number of users between the ages of 20 and 30 was expected to decline 4% during that time frame. So this is more of a older clientele. So here's the issue of headwinds. Looking at the privacy issues that are being faced with 2014, it's like Instagram stories. Reel is a TikTok short video. Okay, thank you. Yep. Okay. Mo uses MySpace. So that's it on Facebook. To me, I think Facebook is really coming into that range of being a good thing. So UPS delivers profit. This is interesting to see because I want to see what's happening this holiday season. Bolstered by e-commerce demand. No surprise there. UPS and rivals FedEx are delivering record number of cars for e-commerce. Jim Kelly, that was the quarterback. Packages and amid a number of labor shortages from COVID-19, beefing up operations. They're going to be doing a lot of deliveries for Home Depot and similar clients. Their revenue rose in the third quarter to $9.2 billion, and the profit rose to about $2.9 billion. What was it previously? I don't know what it was previously. So that this highlight means nothing basically. So that is that. This is a very interesting story. I don't really have anything else to say about it, but 3D houses are appearing near Texas. So Lennar has come up, and they're doing 3D houses in Austin, Texas. They're going to build a community of 100 homes, and they're doing it in response to A, labor shortages, B, supply shortages, and C, skilled trade shortages. So they're going to take it into their own hands, guys. This is what it looks like. But we're really struggling out there in this country with the trades. Trades are definitely lacking in this country because the older crowd is moving out, and the new crowd, people my age and stuff, they're not really into the trades as much as in the past. So but Mitch asked how much. It's as much as a normal house. Where's that number? I think I read 465,000. Hold on a second. Oh, here. The median home sale was 450,000. So they're going to keep it right around that number. A 2-bedroom house developer price. Wow. A 4-bedroom 3D home, meanwhile, sold for nearly $800,000. That is sweet. I want to see what a 3D home means. That's pretty awesome. Southwest Airlines. It may be before 2022 that we get back sustained profitability. No surprise, but the fact that they have done this, their revenue came in at 4.7 over estimates. I mean, they're doing a very good job. They always do a very good job. They control their fuel prices very well, although they're expecting to spend another $100 million on fuel in the fourth quarter because fuel prices are up over 60%. So I am interested to see what happens in the holiday season coming in. And but their bookings, they said their bookings are absolutely in line with 2019, which is pretty awesome. Last story, then I'll stop talking. I really ripped through these things. Disneyland ticket prices. On some days it will cost as much as $164 to visit. So I am not totally in tune with Disney prices, but I'm just going based off of the story and the 8% price increases that they're seeing. So here's what I see. The new top tier single day ticket will cost $164 for admission. That's roughly 6.5% more than previous. Disney said that its resorts are offering guests more ticket choices to meet a variety of budgets, so that's a good move. But the top budgets that I was reading, it says that some of your guys' comments I just read and I'm just like, oh my God. So their top tier, you're not going to be getting everything that's in the top tier because some of the stuff is still shut down from COVID. So I want to just scroll to the bottom of this story. We usually see price increases in January or February from this person that knows a lot about, some statistician from the travel website Touring Plans. However, there were some hints that they might need to raise prices to account for lost revenue from COVID. Oh, you mean that they shut down 45% of their business for multiple months on end? Cool. The cost of parking also rose. $40 to park. It used to be $30. If you look at it, costs $30 to park. It used to be 55 cents. That's pretty awesome. And if you were to change that to today's dollars, it would be $5.63. So this guy said, I would still wait to plan a trip to Disneyland. It's hard to justify the increase in price when you get less entertainment for your dollar. So that is that. That's Disney. That's everything. That's Tesla. That's my take. And you can take it to the bank. I don't know. It's just my opinion on it. Opinions are like beeholes. Everybody has one. Follow us on Instagram at TraderMo_EM, at Paul Gabriel, and at Seth Kirchanen. Apple reports earnings on Thursday as we go into the week. So let's see what the yields are doing. 1.64. We're coming down on the yields, meaning that, well, I don't really know what it means at this point. AMD reports today. Microsoft reports today. Twitter reports today. Goog reports today. What else do we have? Lockheed Martin is, Lockheed reported this morning and they're down almost 8%. Sick. And that, my friends of the Employed Trader series, is why we do not go on earnings. So why don't we just look up real quick? I want to see what Lockheed reported, and then we will roll into it. If it's just going to give me Lockheed's share slide from. All right, let's see here. This is from Market Watch. Share slide after defense. Net income of 614. That's less than one half. Whoa. Did they really miss that badly? Shares fell 116. Sales fell by $500 million, and that's why people are freaking out. All right. Well, this is exactly what they didn't miss that bad. This is exactly why we don't trade on earnings, guys. This is why I don't do it, because you're going to get killed. Tomorrow, Boeing, Ford, GM, Coke, Teladoc, Spotify, Bristol Myers. Thursday is Apple, Amazon, Starbucks, Shopify. That's going to be a big day. And Friday, a lot of oils are going on. Exxon, Chevron, Phillips 66, and probably one more that I'm missing, but you got it. And if you want to join Everything Money Community, this is our homepage now. It's pretty awesome. 8 pillars: retirement calculator, stock analyzer tool, 8 pillars portfolio, momentum trading. We just had a phenomenal call yesterday, Paul and myself. Real estate calculator is coming. Exclusive content. You are already getting that. But we're going to put everything on everythingmoney.com. So if you want to join us, $28 gets you into the gets you software, gets you into the community, but more importantly, gets you the software. If you want to join the Bid and Ask Nation, that's the exclusive tier with me. That's the Employed Trader series that I talked about. All of the exclusive training videos that I give you, seminars, which you guys should be reminding me, but you're not, so I'll remind myself. Probably do a seminar next Friday for Bid and Ask, and it'll be a private seminar, probably on a Saturday morning. But $78 a month gets you that. This goes up at the end of the month. This goes to $79 on November 1st. This goes to $29 on November 1st. If you want to join Paul's Super Shorts, $500 a month. About 40 people in that tier. More intimate, more talking. This tier has about 900. And if you want to but with this 900, it is very organized and very laid out pretty well. If you want to do a one-on-one trading session with me, I have one tomorrow, actually. $750, 1 hour Zoom session with me. We talk about anything you want, but I love talking about trading. If you are a beginner, we can do it. If you are a seasoned veteran, we can knock out the kinks and move that along. And if you want to do a 1 hour real estate deal with Paul, $10,000, 4 hours of his time. And if you're doing a deal in this market, he can help you go and buy a 3D home from Lennar. All right, let's see what we got. I'm going to start ripping through your questions today, and we will go from there. Facebook. Let's start with Facebook. Facebook. So Facebook is nothing right now. Okay, so they dropped yesterday or whatever this gap down. Oh, that was last week. So that was Friday. So right now they're going to open the day right here. To me, guys, I would just let this thing calm down. Today was earnings, right? Or was it yesterday? It was yesterday. So I would let the market react today. Let this settle down wherever it may settle. It's probably just settle right here. And then let it do something tomorrow, whether it goes up or down. That's what I would do. I don't like trading on earnings day unless you're day trading. Let's see. You know what? Henry asked me for KHC. I told him I would do that. All right, Henry. So you have earnings coming up soon, so take watch of that. You cannot break through the 50 and 100-day moving average, and you have not been able to do that since the beginning of September. So I would be careful with that. Man, you're even struggling with the 25-day. And if I look back at just the month of volume, there's not many days that I've been over average volume. So this is a struggle for me. Henry, I would probably just avoid this thing all over and go from there. Somebody asked me a question earlier, and I can't remember what it was. Intel, that was it. Thank you, PP. All right, so what is Intel going to do? Let's see. Intel, hold on. Let me just zoom. I want to zoom out a little bit further. So I'm just looking. Right now, I'm looking for any kind of, so if I could probably see it falling into this range, just a little bit lower, maybe into the high 40s, because I'm looking at areas of previous consolidation that had happened right here, a little bit right here. So I can see it happening. It's probably just going to hold stable for a while. This thing has a real difficult time filling gaps. And if you want to just look at what's happening in the near term, you still have selling volume coming in. You still have a very big decline in daily volume. Your daily stochastic, daily trend. Your weekly trend is still very down. When do they have this dividend coming out? Because this will probably be even worse because they're getting rid of the cash. November 4th. So they have a lot of things going against them. I said in the Bid and Ask Nation, I gave a reason why I thought that the stock price was still going to drop a little bit more. I told you. You guys believe it if you want, but NTDOY. Is this Nintendo? Okay, what do we got with Nintendo? This thing is, okay, so I don't foresee it falling much more. Reason I say that, 3 reasons. 1, you're pretty much at a very solid support level. Solid support here, solid support here. 2, you're pretty much at the bottom of your stochastic here. So it's either going to go sideways for a while and keep declining, and I'm going to be incorrect, or it's going to turn and move up. 3, your daily is starting to move up on you. So there's room to run on this thing, and there's no pressure immediately on top of it from any moving averages. So I would go and just, I don't know, try to trade this a little bit. Guys, smash the like button for me. That would be great. Let's see. Can I do Bud? Sure, Emily. I will do Bud. Wow. They have been beaten down. So I do think that they're going to probably hold their 25-day moving average. And the reason I say that is look at this consolidation that happened back here in April, July, actually just through the whole summer. They tried to come up, came back down, tried to come. So really this is very 50%-ish. So there's your high, there's your low. Here's that middle ground. Let me clear this out and draw it again. Here's your high, here's your low, here's the middle ground. They tried to make a run up several times in the beginning of last year and couldn't. Broke out this year, fell back down. Broke out this year, fell back down. So you can see, even as a company can break out $20, they still get pulled back down to that 50% rule area. And it just happens. It's very, very strong area. So what would I do with this at this point, Emily? Let's see. Well, it's looking pretty decent. It's starting to be kind of decent down here on its weekly chart. So I would probably just watch it from that perspective. See if you can get an influx of volume coming in. You'll probably be adding to this thing around $61 if you end up going long on it. But that's that. Can I look at J&J? It feels like we're hitting the sweet spot. Let's see. Okay, J&J. So it's not in the sweet spot, but I see what you're seeing. I see that you're seeing that this is starting to move towards the sweet spot, which I am cool with. You're facing a little bit of resistance here, which is okay, that makes sense. It's the 200-day moving average. And yeah, I mean, everything's pretty consistent here. Earnings is out of the way, so we don't have to worry about that. If you get an engulfing candlestick and can break above this 200-day, you might have something for you. That might have something for you, but be careful of yesterday. You had a hammer formation, so be careful of hammer formations. All right, what else do we have? Charge point, Allbirds, Allbirds, the garbage shoe, CHPT. You know, these chargers suck. They are always broken. I've tried to take Nicole's Tesla there a couple times. They're just the worst. Love the idea, but man, get it together. And if you watch Marquez Brownlee's video, they're terrible. Electrify America, they're part of the Electrify America fleet, I think. They're just all broken, or they don't charge at the capacity that they say they should be charging at. They say they're like 150 kilowatts or something, and they'll come in at 50 kilowatts. So you're, instead of being there for, like the car tells you, like 20 minutes, you're going to end up spending an hour there. So this just goes to tell me that there's really no true competitor in the EV world to Tesla as far as the charging capabilities go. Rivian is probably the next closest thing, but with Rivian, I mean, they're a startup, so. All right, let's keep going. So ChargePoint, what can we do with it? I don't really care about what the company does from a trading perspective. You are getting some steam running through here, so if you can get volume going, this thing will enter the sweet spot for sure. You've had a nice little run here that you could have swing traded. Damn, Nick should have got, this was actually a really good trade. So look at this one. Came right through the sweet spot. A nice engulfing candlestick there. Could have just held on to it. Another nice engulfing. Yeah, this is a great trade. So this would have been a really nice swing trade, guys, to go right through the sweet spot. And the only thing that would have worried me, and Nick, I might have said no to this one, was that we were under the average volume. That's one thing that might have, and I can be a little bit picky, and that might have been the one that would get me. UPS. You don't think Loose is charging technology any good? I don't know what that means. FedEx or UPS? Let's do UPS because they reported this morning. So, they had quite the gap up. All right, well that gap is filled. The previous fall from their last earnings date. So the gap is filled. They've cleared the 100. I would let today settle down. You're going to open up where? Hold on a second. Let me zoom out of this chart just a little bit just so I could show you where we're going to open, what is going on. All right, so we're going to open up here. So let's see what happens today, because if we get something like this or something like this or just something like this, that can tell me that we're going to change direction and come right back down, because we're going to have to fill this gap now. So it's all about just filling gaps, moving back and forth. Today, if you want to do something with this one, I would day trade it. I would not do anything long-term about that one. Okay, not today at least. Lucid, LCID. Can you guys discuss Abel, Acosta? We've discussed REITs before. If you just go to YouTube and check out some videos that we've done them. I don't even know what to say about this. Come on. Look at this. It's just the typical rise and fall of a hype torque stock. Lucid is in the same boat. I mean, you can say whatever you want about how great the car is, but if you can't charge the car on the road and go for an adventure, what are you going to do? It doesn't make any sense to me. If you want to go from this stochastic is about to roll over anyways, and it makes perfect sense. It's at the top of its resistance point, and it's just going to fall right back down, and it'll probably fall down to about $20, maybe a little bit lower, and then it'll bounce back up, and then maybe somebody will buy them. Okay, 6,000 shares of AT&T. Hold on for dear life for life. I like it. Let's see, AT&T. So AT&T is making a little bit of transition here on the bottom. We'll see if that thing can get going. You're going to have a lot of issues here. You're going to need a lot of volume to break through. Good news is you've been getting a lot of volume. So daily's looking pretty good. This might actually be a pretty decent swing trade. I just struggle trading AT&T. Last time I traded AT&T was 2015, I believe. TrueLeave, 3 locations in Miami. I don't know what that is. Ulta, thank you. Somebody wanted me to do that one earlier. Ulta Beauty. Wow. Yeah, they've had a really great run. So they're just in a consolidation channel. And if we just move over here, so look at this. So this right here is just your consolidation channel that you're stuck in, and you have been for maybe a little over a month. So what would I do here? I would just not even look at this long term. I would look at this over here from a daily perspective. This is actually looking really good. Nick, please tag me on this in the bid and ask. If we can just get one engulfing candlestick, look at this declining volume. This sucks. God, it's nonstop. If it's not one thing, it's another. If we can get an engulfing candlestick with a good volume bar today, I would be fine entering this. Probably today it would be a little bit more of a risk on trade, but I would probably be okay with it. Okay. STNE, what is that? Isn't this Stone Coat? I have no idea. All right, same deal. Same deal. We're coming up through the sweet spot. You have a long time to go. You're probably not going to be adding until this shelf right here, about $45. Yeah, and that basically makes you clear the 50. Over here on the daily, you're falling. So I wouldn't do anything with that. Next, Regeneron. Ooh, throwback. Regeneron was RGR. That's Ruger. Which one do you want? Regen. I don't know which one you want, so we'll just go with REGN because you wrote Regeneron, but you typed in Ruger. So a gap is to fill here. Yeah, I mean, but it looks like your trend is about to turn because all this is in the last 5 days is a snapback. So all that is doing basically is, let me show you. All that's basically doing is you had an M formation here. The market's now open, consolidation up here, and if this comes right back down, all it's doing is just creating another M formation to come down. So be careful of that, and you're going to run right into the 100 moving average here. So be careful of that. How would you do your trade strategy in a bear market? I would literally do the same thing. I would just flip my charts upside down and go short. So let's say you wanted to short this one. Let's say you want to short Regeneron because the trend is actually looking halfway decent. If I shorted this thing, I would be in it. I probably would have entered on that engulfing candle. Nope, that's not true. I wanted to get in the sweet spot. No, I wouldn't have entered this yet. So what I would do is just wait until this thing comes down, enter on an engulfing candlestick down instead of up as I'm in the sweet spot, as I'm getting selling volume like a bunch of red bars, and that's it. And it's just the exact same thing. So instead of creating the W formations going up to go long, you're just creating these M formations to go down, and you're doing the exact same thing. And as far as stochastic goes, instead of this, you look for this. That's it. And instead of green, you look for red. So if you're colorblind, you might have a problem. But, just kidding. You'll be all right. It's exactly the same thing. What else do we have here? I'll do one more stock, and I'm going to get out of here. I'm not doing coin. HOG. All right, we'll do Harley. Harley. So I'm going to zoom out. I want to see the resistance point we're sitting at. Okay, so I don't expect it to go much lower because you've created this. You're at this support level right here that was created here, and you're probably going to stop it right here. So it's just holding the 25 very tightly. What I would do here, I would be patient. I mean, you can throw a tracker share on this if you want to and see if it can turn up for you, but Lee, I don't think I would do anything with this one, to be honest with you. I would go find something better. Let's go with Boeing and see what Boeing is up to. Boeing reports today or tomorrow? Tomorrow. So I would not be in this thing today. You're sitting right at a support level, which is fine. Guys, smash the like button for me. Let's get this thing to 200 before I sign off. I really like what it's doing over here, but remember, we have to wait for earnings. We have to see what happens because if this thing gaps up here tomorrow on good earnings or bad earnings, doesn't really matter. This red line can turn up and we can be in the sweet spot. Also, this thing could just shoot right up here. So that is the issue that I have here. Just the earnings. Let earnings calm down. Let it get over with, and we will go on from there. I just want to take a peek at Lockheed, and that trend is gone. So that was fun. It was fun while it lasted. So, all right, guys, I'm out of here. I am going to go and head to the studio right now. We got a lot of recording today. Remember, 2 p.m. live stream to everyone, and bring your stocks that you want to do. Bring your stocks that you want to do, and we will get after it this afternoon at 2 p.m. I will see you all in 23 and a half hours, same time, same place, same disruption. Peace.